Elton John interview, mate. You want to do that?
Oh, yeah, let's go to the...
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, once again, welcome to Countdown and to Australia.
Seems like a permanent fix, doesn't it? Here he is back.
Now listen, you haven't been doing very much since last year as far as the Edinburgh concert, and that was sort of like your supposed retirement period.
Yes.
But I now believe that you've spent more time in a recording studio than any other time possible.
I'm sick of recording studios. Been to loads of them. Since last September, I've been in a studio with Kiki, a group called China, which is David Johnson, James Newton-Howard and Roger Pope from my old band, and a group called Blue. And produced 3 albums with Clive Franks.
Who was the sound engineer?
Yeah, so we're partnerships and production, and we're exhausted actually. We're just fed up with studios.
Yeah. Now, so tell us about this group Blue, because they're just about to release a single on the world market.
Yes.
I've heard the single, but you can just tell us a little bit about the group.
Well, I'd heard them. They used to be on RSO Records, and they were the support group for Kiki's tour of England before Christmas. And I went to see Kiki in Bradford, and Clive Franks was doing Kiki's sound, and he mentioned the group were very good. So John and I listened to them, and we liked them. And then at the Albert Hall, we saw them again and made them an offer they couldn't refuse.
And so you've just been spending most of the time in the last 5 or 6 weeks in the recording studio?
I've been wet nursing them and trying to help them out because they're not in a particularly good financial state until they sign us. And so getting instruments together and things like that. It's been good fun. I've really enjoyed it, and they're tremendous. They're very raw. It's sort of like working with the early Beatles in a way.
Now, you've sort of puzzled a lot of people, just in the fact that the last time I spoke to you was just on virtually the eve of the release of Blue Moves. Apart from perhaps performing once, I think, on one television show, you haven't done anything virtually to openly promote Blue Moves.
No. I did the Top of the Pops and the Morecambe Wine show. That was about it.
Yeah.
No, not really. I haven't had the time. I haven't also had the interest. And when you do television these days in England, you have to do a backtrack, and it never sounds the same as a record. So the only time I've ever been on television promoting Sorry was just piano and voice. And I just...
That was the one you did live, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, television programs in this country don't warrant spending a lot of time doing a backtrack in the studio because it comes out of the set sounding like rubbish anyway.
Yeah.
He said, having a go.
And but you must have been happy with the result of Blue Moves as far as success, because a lot of people claim, and I think it's one of your best albums you've ever done.
It's done very well. I mean, it's as I say, I didn't really go out of my way to promote it. I did one interview for it, I think, as well. I'm pretty happy. I've been too busy and too lazy to promote it. I've got six or seven songs written, which I'd like to do as one-off singles, or which could be one-off singles, which I like doing, like Philadelphia and Lucy. But I've got to get in the studio myself, and I'm so fed up with being in the studio with other people, the thought of going in for myself just doesn't appeal to me.
Well, with the...
Nice jacket, dear.
Thank you. You've got one the same, actually.
Yes, I know. Clean my car with it.
No, seriously, now that Watford looks as if it's about to bounce into one of those divisions.
Yes, well, we have a good chance this year. If we win this week, we'll be 4th. And but there's a long way to go yet. It's a third of the season to go nearly. But we're in a handy position. Handy.
Well, if that goes well, and you sort of said that you wanted to devote a lot more time to Watford this time about 6 months ago, is there any chance that you may perhaps go on the road again? Because I believe you're doing 2 concerts with Ray. Are they still on?
Not 2. I think it's 7. The Rainbow.
7?
Yeah. Yeah, supposedly with Ray. Ray doesn't know whether it's going to work. We'll only know when we rehearse if it's going to work or not. If Ray doesn't do it, I'll just do it on my own.
What, the same as the Edinburgh?
Yeah, the same as it, but with a bit more prepared and different songs. After that, I have no plans at all. I've got to go in and do a Captain Fantastic soundtrack album, and I'll have to do a new single. Kiki and Blue are doing a tour of the States, which I have to go and play Fairy Godmother to. Pardon the first word. Godmother, I mean.
Yeah, right.
So that's in June. Then the football season starts again at the end of July. So I don't think I'll be touring again yet, no.
No. You were saying you have to go and do a new single, and a lot of people, again, and you sort of said it was sort of a once-off, but is there a chance that perhaps you and Kiki may do another one?
Oh yeah, I've got 2 songs written for that. That's again, she's so busy now.
Yeah.
And also, it could be. It's a mistake I think to do one too quickly because she's trying to make it on her own without me. Poor girl, she goes everywhere and everyone says, well, where's Elton? It's not much fun, you know. That's why I really want to stay in the background as far as Blue's concerned. Because they go everywhere and they have a hit record and then everyone just wants to know about me and it's just not fair. So eventually we'll do another record then.
And just to finish it off, you're going
all right,
No,
I know
just-
when I'm not wanted.
No, I don't want to hold up all that time. Keep it waiting. No, you were saying about like, you made the announcement about the retirement. You were making a lot of headlines about that, and people were sort of saying, well, you know, Elton's not going to go back on stage and that. Then you did that one final performance at Edinburgh, and the critics came out after that saying it was probably one of the best performances and one of the best concerts you've ever staged. So is there a possibility, if the thing with Ray works, that if you did go back on the road, on say an American tour or an Australian tour, that it would be a concert like that where you just do a solo performance?
I think whatever band I get back on the road with will be a very, very small band.
Yeah.
No more than a 4-piece. Might even go back to piano, bass and drums.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't think, possibly the way I'm thinking now, I want to go back to really simple things.
All right.
That's why I'm talking to you.